my shoes and out the door. 5, I'm alive. 6, 7, 8, feeling great. 9, gonna shine, life is good. I'm doing fine. 10, gonna do it right and do it again, yeah. I look into the sky with all the beautiful color, but there's more than just for me, so gonna share it with another. I got to show, to give, let out. I want to sing and shout. Take a look and see a beautiful morning that turns into a beautiful evening, and together make a beautiful life. And if you wanna,
I've been in here and people are roaring with laughter, so.
It's a dirty show, though.
Well, it's clean dirt.
Forgive me, but the best restaurants of the world are here in Vegas. I mean, you have here the best of the best.
Yes.
So we have many celebrities here. The Harley Madison come over here, and the Usher come over here many often, and the Paris Hilton come here, and Britney Spears came over here like 2 weeks ago.
Boy, I'm dating myself, but it's okay. Nobody else will. Oh.
That's so Vegas. Welcome to That's So Vegas. I'm your host, Christina Keller, and I'm live here at the WCOBM studio right off of Las Vegas Boulevard South. I have such a special guest here today. I don't even know how to introduce you, but it's been so long, Demetra. I'm sitting here with Demetra George. Demetra is probably, in my opinion, and many others, one of the top and most well-respected opera sopranos in the world.
Thank you.
Aren't you? Tell the truth. You're actually what I would call a diva.
Thank you. Well, I started in musical theater and progressed into opera, so I have a love of both.
And there's a cute story because I had done a print interview for you on you. That was a couple years ago, and that was with the Nevada Opera Theater, NOTA, which is very prominent here, headed by Eileen Hayes. And you just dropped a little hint on me that it's now, they're referencing themselves as
Grand
the
Opera
of Las Vegas.
Mm-hmm.
So if I slip up and refer to NOTA, we know it's really Grand Opera.
Actually, yes.
But your background is so interesting, the path that you took. And like you had said, weren't you an alto?
I was, and my mother used to send me out to call in the children for dinner, and knew that I had this really loud voice. And I'm 5'7.5", so I'm good size,
right?
So the lungs came with it.
And then you did some type of a rehearsal or something and hit a soprano note, and they went, wait a minute.
Oh my
She's
gosh,
really...
you're right. I was auditioning for an opera in my university and walked up on stage and sang soprano literature, and they went, wait, where did that come from? I said, well, you never asked me if I had high notes. So when you're tall, they just stick you in a category.
Oh, I see. That could be almost like when you're tall, you could be a model, but you did a little bit even better than that. You were Miss Oklahoma, correct?
I was, and it was a great scholarship program. It paid for university, and I met my husband while I was Miss Oklahoma.
Oh, and it was a swimsuit contest?
No. No, actually, I was singing one of the leads in King and I, and Mike was managing the dormitory where we were being housed, and I thought he was gorgeous. It was love at first sight.
I saw pictures.
My sweet maid at the theater in the King and I doing Lady Tiang, I was singing Tup Tim, was Turkish. And I said, look, I met this really gorgeous Turkish man. Teach me some words. First thing she taught me was, I love you. So, that was a big hit.
I bet it was. Did you know what you were saying?
I did.
Well, at least she didn't teach you anything a little more risque than
that.
No,
absolutely not. Sweet
but being
things.
Turkish, she understood that
yes.
That's no way to approach
Oh, yes,
a Turkish
very classy, and it's a very austere culture, so we've had a great time living abroad, and I speak it fluently now along with Greek.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
Really, it is to capture both those cultures. So when Mike was he was over as on an exchange student program, right?
He was on Fulbright scholarship.
Fulbright, well, excuse me, even better. I don't know how that slipped my mind. And therefore he met you, but with all the bevy of beauties there, he singled you out because it had to have been your personality. And
oh,
your
no,
brain.
I singled him out.
Oh, good.
And I proposed.
Oh, I like it even better. All these years, Mike's over in the corner.
It's okay, but on this anniversary, he finally asked me, on his own.
Oh, that's good. It took him a little while to catch on, but
Yeah.
apparently he hasn't rethunk anything
No.
in all the years.
I think we'd do it all over again.
I imagine you would, because you still have that fabulous glow. I mean, it's obvious every time that, and I've been to your lovely villa in Malibu, and you two are just a phenomenal couple. We should have had him sit in on the show. Maybe we'll get
Next
him in on
time.
a segment,
Sure,
or we'll have another
sure.
show, because there's a lot going on there with what you both do as far as ambassadorship. I mean, when I look at your portfolio, it's like 13 pages of everything from Mother of the Year award to you were designated a United States diplomat, correct?
Cultural diplomat from the
diplomat.
State Department.
And
yeah.
you sing the American anthem
I
abroad.
sing it
and-
all overseas. I sing 9 other anthems I've
Mm-hmm.
learned in different languages, Italian, French, you name it. And I love doing it because the ones that I'm the best at are very operatic. They're tough. I mean, even the Star Spangled Banner is tough. And my story is always, after I'm finished, the ambassadors or the consul generals turn to me and go, "Whew, oh, fantastic," because people forget words. People stop singing. Mics go out. Thank you. I have never had that problem,
No.
so they're always thrilled. Plus, when I sing the foreign ones, they're holding their breath also, because here's a girl from Oklahoma
Right,
who's
blonde,
singing
blue-eyed,
in foreign
yeah.
languages.
Right. And they're wondering, does she even understand the words?
Oh,
But I know
absolutely.
thoroughly. Even
Yes.
when you're doing opera arias and things of that nature. I know one of the questions I had asked you, again, you're singing in different languages in the operas. But I've seen you perform, and the emotive, everything behind the words, obviously you do understand what you're singing
You have to,
about.
or you can't color it. Your heart can't warm the note, etc. Yeah, it's a lot easier singing in English, but the vowels for Italian and French are so much prettier
Yes, they are.
than flat English. Nonetheless, I love musical theater, and I've never given it up. I still sing it I sing a lot of Broadway in my symphony concerts, half and half.
Oh, Broadway. So there's a big difference, isn't there, between the operas
Yes,
and
but
the...
I do pick things that are still you need to be classically trained for. Like I sing a lot of Phantom. Andrew Lloyd Webber is my favorite. Leonard Bernstein. Those are all written for classically trained sopranos. So, and people love that overseas. I'm just always surprised how much they know. And when they start singing with me, I go, please join in. I love
Right.
it.
Yeah, they're
Incredible.
singing their hearts out, I would
Yeah.
imagine. You had an interesting experience, and again, the reason you are here on the show is because you're so rooted in Las Vegas with the former Nevada Symphony, Opera, which is now the Grand Opera, with Eileen Hayes. And I met you at a UNLV production.
Yes.
You both of you put so much in your heart and soul into fundraisers, charity events. We're going to talk about that a little bit more in other segments, what you
Okay.
have coming up, not just here in the United States, but also in Cyprus, which is where Mike is from.
Well, and I really was exposed to all of this. The first year I was first award was Miss Teenage Oklahoma. I won the National Talent Award and a scholarship to New York to the American Academy of Dramatic Arts. Unfortunately, when school started, my parents didn't have the money for housing, so I accepted a scholarship at Oklahoma City University, and then became Miss Oklahoma a few years later. All of that led to a really wonderful education in charity work. So that is where it began, and that's where I began singing the Star Spangled Banner for events for my state. My father sponsored the baseball team there, cleaned the uniforms. My brother was a bat boy, and every night I sang the Star Spangled Banner.
Amazing.
So I really cut my teeth on it, and
Great
I
platform.
like a
for
hot
that.
dog ever so often.
So do I, twice a year. At the American holidays, that's when I get my hot dog. We're going to be back, folks. Do not go away. Dimitri has we have so many wonderful things to cover. What's coming up, a little bit about what's in your past. I have to give a quick shout out to my sponsor. It's the Red Roof Inn on Paradise across from the Hard Rock Hotel. They are pet friendly, no resort or parking fees, and close to the airport and strip. Don't go away. We'll be back in 5 minutes.